Hello students, we are doing chapter number 10 triangles exercise 10.2. In previous video we have done till question number 8 and question number 6 I had missed by mistake, so we will start from this question in this video. Question number 6, in the joining figure L and M are two parallel lines. These two are the parallel lines and another pair P and Q are the parallel line. We have to show that triangle ABC and triangle CDA are congruent to each other. So first we will take these two triangles. In triangle ABC and triangle CDA, we can show angle A is equal to angle C. This angle and this angle is equal. Angle BAC is equal to angle DCA. These two are alternate angles. These are the parallel line and this is transversal. So these are alternate angles. Then we can compare AC is equal to AC. It is common for both the triangles. Next we can take angle BCA is equal to angle DAC. These two are also alternate angle. So by angle side angle property, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CDA. Now we will start from question number 9. 7 and 8 we have done in previous video. Question number 9. In the adjoining figure, angle ABC equal to angle ACB. Means this angle is equal to this angle. D and E are the point on the side AC and AB such that BE is equal to CD. We have to prove first triangle EBC. EBC is congruent to triangle DCB. So we will start with these two triangles. In triangle EBC and triangle DCB, first of all we can take this EBC and EB is equal to or BE is equal to CD. This side and this side are equal. This information is given in the question. Second thing, we can take angle ABC is equal to angle ACB. This angle and this angle is also equal. This is also given in the question. Third, we can take BC is common for both the triangles. It is common for this triangle also and this triangle also. So this is common. So by side angle side rule, triangle EBC is congruent to triangle DCB. Because now these two triangles are congruent, so we can say by CPCT this angle E and angle D also will be equal. Therefore by CPCT angle BEC is equal to angle CDB. Now we will go for the second part. In second part we have to prove triangle OEB and triangle ODC. In these two triangles OEB and ODC, first of all we can take BE is equal to DC. It is given in the question. Second thing, we can take this angle and this angle are equal. Just now by CPCT we have proved. So angle BEC is equal to angle CDB. This we have proved in the first part. Then third, we can take angle EOB is equal to angle DOC. This angle and this angle are equal. These are vertically opposite angle. So here we have taken this angle and this side. So therefore by angle side rule, triangle OEB is congruent to triangle ODC. Now third part we have to prove that OB is equal to OC. So this we can say by CPCT, because these two triangles are congruent, so other remaining parts also will be same. So therefore by CPCT OB is equal to OC. Next we have question number 10. ABC is an isosceles triangle with AB equal to AC. Draw AP perpendicular to BC to show that angle B is equal to angle C. So we have a triangle ABC which is an isosceles triangle, and AB and AC are equal. First we will draw AP which is perpendicular, means which will touch at 90 degree this line. We have to show this angle B and angle C are equal. So first we will take these two triangles and we will show that these two triangles are congruent to each other. Then by CPCT we can say angle B and angle C are equal. So first in these two triangles, AB is equal to AC. This information is given in the question. Second we can say AD is equal to AD. It is common for both the triangles. Then third we can say angle ADB is equal to angle ADC. This one, both are equal to 90 degree. This is also given in the question. So therefore by RHS, right angle, hypotenuse and one side, these two triangles are triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. So by CPCT we can say, therefore by CPCT angle B is equal to angle C. Next we have question number 11. In the adjoining figure, BA is perpendicular to AC. These two are at 90 degree and D is perpendicular to DF. Here also 90 degree. Such that BA is equal to DE. These two sides are equal. And BF is equal to C to E. We have to show that these two triangles are congruent to each other. So we will take in triangle ABC and triangle DEF. First of all, this AB is equal to DE. It is given in the question. Second thing, this angle A and angle D are equal. This is also given, both are 90 degree. Third, BF is equal to C to E. Then this FC we will add both the side, and BF plus FC will become BC and CE plus FC will become FE. Means this third side is also equal for both the triangle. So by RHS rule, triangle ABC are congruent to triangle DEF. Next question number 12. ABCD is a rectangle. X and Y are points on AD and BC respectively, such that AY and BX are equal. We have to prove that BY and AX are equal. Angle BAY and angle ABX are also equal. So first we will take these two triangles and we will prove that these two triangles are congruent to each other. So in triangle ABX and triangle BAY, first of all we can write here AY is equal to BX. It is given in the question. Second, we can take this AB is common for both the triangle. And third, we can take angle XAB is equal to angle YBA. Both the angles are 90 degree, because we know all the interior angles of a rectangle are 90 degree. So therefore by RHS rule, triangle ABX is congruent to triangle BAY. So by CPCT we can say rest other corresponding sides and angles will be equal. By CPCT BY is equal to AX and angle BAY is equal to angle ABX. Next question number 13, A part. In the given figure, QX and RX are bisector for this angle and this angle. Then next they have given XS is perpendicular to QR. This is perpendicular to this and XT is perpendicular to PQ. First we have to prove that triangle XTQ and triangle XSQ are congruent to each other. So we will start from these two triangles. In triangle XTQ and triangle XSQ, first of all we can write here angle T is equal to angle S. Both are 90 degree and this is given in the question. Second thing we can write here, this QX is common for both the triangle. And then we can take this angle TQX is equal to angle SQX. This angle and this angle are equal because this is the bisector for this angle. Bisector means it will divide half. So here we have compared one angle, then one more angle and one side. So we can say therefore by angle side rule, triangle XTQ is congruent to triangle XSQ. These two triangles are congruent to each other. So therefore by CPCT we can say X to T is equal to X to S. These two sides are equal. Now to prove second part, we have to draw one more perpendicular from this X on this line and we can give it one name, U we can give, and this is perpendicular. Now we will prove that these two triangles are congruent, or first we will take these two triangles are congruent. In triangle XSR and triangle XUR. In these two triangles, angle S is equal to angle U. Both are 90 degree because this is also perpendicular. Second thing we can take here, angle XRS is equal to angle XRU. This is also given in the question. This is bisector, angle PRQ bisector, this one, it is given in the question. Third, we can take this X to R is common for both the triangles. Therefore by angle side rule, again we have compared one angle, then angle and one more side. These two triangles, triangle XSR and triangle XUR are congruent. I have to put here congruent symbol. These two triangles are congruent to each other. So therefore by CPCT we can say X to S is equal to X to U. This equation we can take as 1 and this we can take as 2. So if we compare these two from 1 and 2, we can say X to T is equal to X to S equal to X to U. These three perpendiculars are same. Now we will go for these two triangles because we have to prove that PX is the bisector for this angle. So in triangle PXT and triangle PXU, we can take here PX is common for both the triangle. Then we can take angle T is equal to angle U, it is 90 degree. Then third, just now we have proved here x to T is equal to x to U. These perpendiculars are equal. This perpendicular is equal to this perpendicular. So therefore by RHS rule, triangle PXT is congruent to triangle PXU, and because these two triangles are congruent to each other, so by CPCT we can say rest corresponding parts also will be equal, or we can say angle TPX is equal to angle UPX. These two angles, this angle and this angle are equal, and if these two angles are equal, it means PX is the bisector for angle P. So we can write here, therefore PX is bisector of angle P, and this only we have to prove here. Next, question number 13B part. In the given figure, AB is parallel to DC. These two sides are parallel to each other. Angle C and angle D are equal. Prove that AD is equal to BC. So first we will draw one perpendicular from A to on DC, A to E, and another perpendicular B to F on this line. These two are perpendicular. Now we will take these two triangles in triangle ADE and triangle BCF. AE is equal to BF. These two lines will be equal because distance between parallel lines, it will not change, it will be same. Second thing, we can take angle D is equal to angle C. It is given in the question. And third, we can take here angle E is equal to angle F. Both are 90 degree angle. So therefore by angle side rule, we have compared here two angle and one side. Therefore by angle side rule, triangle ADE is congruent to triangle BCF. So by CPCT we can say AD is equal to BC. Now second part, we have to prove that A to C is equal to B to D. So for that we will join A to C and B to D. Now we will take these two triangles. So in triangle ADC and triangle BCD, we can say here AD is equal to BC from the first part. Just now we have proved it, so we can use here. Second thing, we can say angle D is equal to angle C. This angle and this angle is equal. It is already given in the question. And third, we can say DC is common for both the triangles. So therefore by side angle side rule, triangle ADC is congruent to triangle BCD. Because these two triangles are congruent to each other, therefore by CPCT we can say AC is equal to BD. Next we have question number 13 C part. In the given figure, BA is parallel to DF. These two lines are parallel, and CA is parallel to EG. These two lines are parallel. We have to prove that BG is equal to DF and EG is equal to FC. So first we will take these two triangle BGE and triangle DFC. In these two triangle, we can say angle B is equal to angle D. These two angles are equal because these two lines are equal and these two lines are parallel, and these are corresponding angles. Same way we can say angle C and angle E are also equal. Angle E is equal to angle C. These are also corresponding angles. Then next thing, it is given in the question BD is equal to EC. BD is equal to EC, it is given in the question. Now what we are doing, we will add both the side D to E. Then BD plus DE will become B to E, and EC plus DE will become D to C. It means this side base is same for both the triangles. This base is also equal. So therefore, by angle side angle rule, triangle BGE is congruent to triangle DFC. These two triangles are congruent to each other. So by CPCT we can say rest corresponding part will be same. BG will be equal to DF. This is the first part, and second we can say this EG is equal to CF. Next we have question number 14, first part. In the given figure, find the values of x and y. So these two triangles are given. First we will name it out, A, B, C, D and E. So first we will prove that these two triangles are congruent to each other. In triangle ABC and triangle DEC, angle A is equal to angle D. It is given in the question. Same type of marking means these two angles are equal. Then BC is equal to CE. This is also given in the question. Both the lines are having same type of marking. Then next, angle ACB is equal to angle DCE. These two are vertically opposite angles. This angle and this angle are equal. So therefore, by angle side rule, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEC. So by CPCT, rest corresponding parts will be same. We can say by CPCT these two sides will be equal and these two sides will be equal. 3x minus 7 will be equal to 32 and 2y plus 3 will be equal to 25. So from here we will get x value. 3x is equal to 32 plus 7. 3x is equal to 39 and x will be 39 divided by 3 equal to 13. So we got here x value 13. For the second one, 2y is equal to 25 minus 3. 2y is equal to 22. So y value will be 22 divided by 2 equal to 11. Next, question number 14, second part. Here we have to find out the values of x and y. First we will give some name to this figure. Now first we will prove that these two triangles are congruent to each other, and then we will compare the corresponding parts. So in triangle ABC, and triangle AED. First angle BAC is given equal to angle EAD. This is given in the question. Same type of marking are there. Then second thing, AC is given equal to AD. Here also 1 mark, same type of marking is there. Third, it is given angle C. Angle ACB is equal to angle ADE. Here also same type of marking are there. So it means these two triangles are congruent to each other. Therefore, by angle side angle rule, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle AED. So by CPCT we can write remaining corresponding parts will be same. We can say by CPCT x is equal to 2y and 2x plus 4 is equal to 3y plus 8. We will get here two equation here. We can substitute from here x value in the equation 2. Substituting x equal to 2y in equation 2, we will get 2 in place of x write 2y plus 4 equal to 3y plus 8. So 4y plus 4 is equal to 3y plus 8. 4y minus 3y is equal to 8 minus 4, or y is equal to 4. After getting y value, we can find out x value. Therefore, x will be 2y, 2 into 4, 8. So, we got here x is 8 and y is 4. So, this exercise is completed. Hope you understood all these questions. Thank you for watching this video.